Hi there everybody, Big Faye Plus, and welcome back to the BygMan Plays Planescape Torment quested by Bormac. Last left off, we were in the middle of a very long conversation with Ravel, one that got my throat very dry, because she apparently has issues. Okay, last question she asked was, "Shh! There'll be time enough for you to speak, my precious man." Ravel taps the talon against one of her yellow tusks. "This question next. What do you feel for those that have come with you? Do they matter in your heart?" She smiles, black veins dancing in her eyes. "Are they tools for your will?" They matter to me, number 2. Oh wait, what's the other? What's more options? Even the gift? Ravel's ember gaze falls into Khan, then slides off to lock with your eyes again. "Speak what he means to you, and say it true, or blanketing my garden he will be." Okay. Let's see, I have no idea what to be saying here, so I'm going to say he is my ally. I know him. He is my friend. Ah, Ravel nods, and she smiles again, her talons tapping against each other. Does that surprise you? What of the skull? Ravel doesn't even bother to look at Morty. Surely he matters not to one such as you, or does he? I like him. He is my friend. Curious, curious her. Ravel smiles. Quite the puzzle box you are shaping up to be. What else lurks in the dark places of your mind? I hide nothing. Ah, Ravel's voice takes on a threatening weight. She turns to fall from grace, her eyes blazing. And here's the core of it all. Swear to God, I swear. Ah! Fall from grace takes on a threatening weight. She turns to fall from grace, her red eyes blazing. And here is the core of it, the abyssal temptress. Does she rise above the merely carnal to you, or is she something else in your eyes? Grace says nothing. Seems to be studying Ravel intently. You are suddenly struck with the feeling that Grace is sizing up Ravel for weaknesses. Ooh, Grace is like, ooh, Grace getting ready! Ravel turns back to you, clacking her yellow tusks as if in anticipation. Speak, precious man, but have a care where your words fall. Okay. Now the walkthrough does say don't say you could fall in love with them, with either one, because that will start a fight prematurely. Not that I give a shit. So I say truth. I like her. She has many qualities. I consider her a friend. Ravel slides the gaze off you and narrows her eyes at Grace. Now for these games, Ravel, look. Ravel turns, collects her dust and glances at Anna with a sneer. And what of this slip of flesh, the fiendling, the tiefling with the scarlet hair and the fiery passion? What is she to you, my precious man? Now, I remember somewhere saying that I should be complimenting her every chance I get for extra bonuses, but I'm an idiot. I'm also an asshole. But again, don't tell her I could fall in love with her, because that could start a fight prematurely. But instead, I'm just going to say, I like her company. I consider her my friend. Though, to be honest, I would say I could fall in love with Anna, because I like her. Yes, I like Anna over the damn succubus. Ravel glances in and then snorts, her black-veined eyes gleaming. So be it. Enough of these games, Ravel. Look, my next question is this. Ravel's voice drops, almost whispering, and suddenly you have a strange feeling she does not want to hear the answer. Why did you wait so long to return to me? Ravel grew lonely without you, precious man. Okay. Number 2 seems the best one. The way to this place is difficult, beautiful Ravel. I'm gonna keep saying Ravel because it's easier. Doesn't make me trip over my words. Efforts have been made to ensure you have little company, and many were the trials I was forced to undertake in order to stand before you. Yet I am glad to see you once again, Ravel. Time has not dulled your beauty, I see. Your answers. Ravel's eyes glint and her lips peel back in a grotesque smile. Your words are soothing and have not been heard in such a time. They stir even my black brambled heart. There'll be a black hole. No matter where your memories be, your charms remain, pretty thing. Nay, it is your charms that persist, beautiful Ravel. I think this is more than my damn charisma can take. I'll tell you what. Of charms, enchantments, beguilements, all these Ravel has mastered. Yet there is much seems you could teach I. Perhaps have you another question for me? I'm gonna throw up. Ah, yes. The third and last question is this. As Ravel opens her mouth to speak her final question, you are suddenly gripped with the terrible realization that this final question has murdered many others to whom it has been asked. You know what it is, and you feel it welling up within you, and you feel you compelled to ask it. Echo, what can change the nature of a man?
What can change the nature of a man?
What can change the nature of a man?
I don't know. I honestly don't know. People are talking in the background. I'm trying to think. Let's see. Oh boy. You know, one moment. I'll be right back. I'm also going to wait for someone to shut up in the other room, because obviously you can frickin' hear them because they speak at 12 decibels. Okay, did a little bit of research, waited for someone to quit talking so loud, and yes, there is no right answer here. It's literally no wrong or right answer. She'll just accept it as long as you don't refuse to answer the question. So, nothing can change. Wait, no. Let's see here. Switch C. It's the truth. You Ravel, as you changed my nature forever. And that is your answer? The veins of Ravel's eyes begin to shift slightly. She gives an evil smile. Be certain before you say. It may not be your answer, but it is my answer. And that is all I wish for, my precious man. Ravel's smile relaxes. A simple answer, and in the end, many are the men I have laid low while they sought my answer. Oh, I don't know what to say here. Ha! More fools, they. Isn't it such the way with mortals? Oh, so it's like, just say your own answer, and then insist that that's your answer, not hers. And that's okay. So, okay. One of them trick questions. Ravel cackles. Countless times has the question been asked, and not once did the pathetic shells who came before me answer with their answer. But I always sought to creep inside my mind and find what I thought. There is no truth in that. I don't believe you. In fact, I don't think they ever could have answered you true, even if it was true to them. Ravel falls suddenly strangely silent. She's watching you warily. You never cared about any answer other than mine. Ever. Did you? Yet you still asked the question, knowing that no matter what the answer they gave, they would die by your hand.
Updated my journal.
Ravel hisses. Of course your answer was the only one I sought, for you were the only reason I asked the question. Did you think I cared for them? Did you think I even cared a fraction of the amount of them that I cared for you, my precious man? Answer me that. I'm through answering your questions, Ravel. Now you'll answer mine. Of course, ever questions? Ever questions? Why did you make me immortal, Ravel? It's what you wanted, seedling, and you asked so sweetly. Now how could Ravel say no to one such as you? Immortality was your solution and your challenge to me. My solution? But why? I don't know, seedling. Time has chipped away at my memories as well, it would seem. Seem? Talk lots about sewing here. If you remember, tell me. I'm a curious myself. It must have been something important. Isn't it in the nature of a man to want to live forever? Only if what lies on the other path carries greater pain. Ravel, this is very important. Do you have any idea why I asked you to do it? Death is a thing you needed to dodge. An easy thing to say, mayhap, but to do it is not. Immortality, even with its flaws, was the best solution this withered mind could untangle. Yet, lead is not easily a change to gold, but it is possible through the unwise. Unwise? Ravel. If water can be drawn from blood, mortality can be taken from a mortal. Peeled back like a sticky film, so you pulled it off. The gulf between man and unman is great. You traveled the distance. I provided the means, but you crossed on your own. Ravel slaps her head and rakes her hands through her hair. Bad, Ravel! Mortals are too flawed to be made to last. Still they break. We must be dragged kicking and screaming into an unhealthy new mold. Unhealthy, so the ritual's flawed. Shortcuts must be made, and they can break the molded, for it is not always the mold that breaks, but the substance poured within it. Force something into a shape it was not meant to be, and it breaks. I thought the material was the stronger stuff, but you have been broken. Well, many things, bitch, I'm like a frickin' puzzle. Hence, why okay, I can see what, okay, never mind. But I am immortal. Surely that was a success. I'm an immortal in that I die and just resurrect somewhere else going, man, what the fuck hit me? You have survived long, immortal one, but you have become depraved, the creature that is life. She cups her hands and then reverses it, forming a canopy with her hands. The body is but a hut for the soul, but now no one dwells in your hut. What went wrong with the ritual? Puzzle-fleshed, broken, beautiful, beautiful mortal man. The ritual was not a finished thing. Ravel's brows wrinkle, and her talons pick at her hair, tugging on a lone strand. The ritual gave you what you wanted, but the ritual gave you what you wanted, but great were the costs. The casting of shadows, the quiet, violent deaths of the mind, and the pain-taking emptiness. These things are dangerous were in such a fragile vessel, no matter how strong a mortal man. Regret them, and the ritual do I. Casting of shadows? Ungrateful shades, but ungrateful without cause? The shades, they hate you, nameless one, for they are fathered by you. Your children, once forsaken, they will never forgive. They will do everything they can to destroy the parents. Such is the way of children. How do I father shades, these shadows? Oh, this ain't good. Oh, this ain't good. Did I fuck up somehow? I may have. Okay, they just kind of poof. You cast shadows on existence, nameless one. With every death, a shadow arises, fresh from the fields of your flesh. They wander for a time, but always they have returned, looking to murder their parent. Such is the way of many offspring. Ravel purses her lips in disapproval, then suddenly pokes you in the chest with a talon. And thankless young men such as yourself. Tell me more about this ritual. The ritual gave you what you wanted, but great were the costs. The casting in shadows, the quiet, violent deaths of the mind, and the pain-taking emptiness. Okay, so the quiet, violent death of the mind. 1,000 deaths and you recover from each. Not so the mind. The mind is much more fragile. Its scars run deep and do not heal. The brain is encased in a hard bone shell, difficult to breach, but with no defense against that which eats at it from within. So I'm guessing that my many deaths eventually made some of my past selves lose their goddamn mind. Pain-taking emptiness. You have a hole where your mortality once lay within your shell. She makes her hand into a fist and shakes it. Rattle, rattle goes the hollow man, a baby's plaything with naught but a tiny stone that clatters and clacks in your frame. Despite these problems, seems like the ritual worked.
Updated my journal.
Do you doubt, Ravel? Of course I delivered on what was promised. Not long after the spell had drew to a close, I killed you to see if it had worked. You struggled so, but I kept my grip tight and watched you die your first of many deaths. Ravel clacks her teeth. Then I was learned in its flaws. What flaws? Ego and rhapsody. Well, it's like a prison. Forget I did that oft-times serves as a shield. Ravel clicks her tongue. My pretty, pretty thing, there is much wisdom and understanding the truth that life is a preparation for the ultimate goal, death. Our life is a means by which we learn how to die. If we forget such things, so that's when you discovered I lost my memories when I died. Yes, Ravel nods. Unfortunate. Without the mortality that holds such memories tight, the shell a body is. So you took my mortality from me. Is it still intact? Ravel seems surprised and alarmed. Yes. Fear not for a broken mortality. If you are here talking to me, intact your mortality must be. Such a thing cannot, not? Good Lord, the way she talks is starting to get annoying. Not be destroyed as long as you exist. You are an anchor of your mortal soul. As long as you are intact, so shall it be. Made to last are you. Ravel smiles and gives a wheezing laugh. For a laugh swallows you and spits you out. Swallowed him, but I don't know if he came out of that end. Enough of this. Look, Ravel, you took my mortality of me, and it's caused me more harm than good. I will take it back now. You've had it over long, I think. Ah, you make a demand. Ravel's black vein eyes sharpen and twist, taking a disturbing awareness, and she bares her yellow fangs. No. That, Ravel, I will not do. What is undone cannot be done. Ravel, why not? Ravel cannot give such a thing to you, my precious man, for Ravel has nothing to give. I never possessed you or your mortality, though I wish to keep them both in my garden as selfish affection's keepsakes. Trace the patterns of your flesh, but such things Ravel cannot bring herself to do. Why not? You loved him. Anna breaks the silence. She sounds silent. You loved him, you did. Ravel gives a low, wide smile. Is that so hard for you to believe, Fending? She cackles softly herself. Does Ravel, being Ravel and thus a myth, not deserve to carry such a feeling in her black, brambled heart? No creature is undeserving of such a feeling, Ravel. Or Grace speaks softly. The histories do not paint such a compassionate picture of you, however. The past is past, and histories care little of speaking for the truth of it. Ravel frowns, and her voice drops silently, threateningly as she studies Grace. The feeling brushed me, yes, and now hold your silver tongue, abyssal daughter. I need not your soft words to cloud the air here. The man and I shall speak, and you shall bow out of this. I shall attend to you shortly. Enough, Ravel, you don't have my mortality. Where is it? I don't know, sweet thing, but if I were you, I'd get it back quick. No telling what horrible things someone could do to you if they held your mortality for ransom. Ravel clicks her talons together. It would like beholding someone's sweet, succulent soul, a puppet dancing on someone's strings. Would you be, and a most sad puppet, too? Know where it is? I do not. Let's see here. Hold a moment. You say you don't know what my mortality is. Do you know someone who does know where it is. Phil smiles horridly, her tusks gleaming. Clever, clever, clever you are. Yes, sir, there is another who might know things Ravel does not. Another may know who? Ravel's eyes dim as she's staring at something in the distance, and her voice slows. A fair-skinned one, must you ask? An angel, a diva, one who soars on the wings of morning, and with his hands in the architect of horizons. He lies beyond my knowing, in another cage, in another prison. In his knowing is the knowing of what you wish to know. Ask him your questions, listen to his answers, use them as guides. We're gonna find this angel.
Updated my journal.
180,000 experience, good lord, that's a level up. I'm officially a specialist mage now. I gotta be level 12 by now. I'm not a specialist mage. They actually recommend you be a specialist in one class or another by the time you get here. Oh well, I don't give a fuck. Where can I find this angel? In leaving this prison to another cursed prison you will arrive. Though it may not appear as such to casual glances, step lightly and find the golden link in the ever-shortening chain. The light shall give the dark of the matter, and a new path shall open to you. Okay, now I have other questions for you, Ravel. Of course, everybody should be. I have some questions for you, Ravel. Yes, ask you a question about Ravel, my precious man. Let's see, definitely want to ask... Well, first, let's see. Ravel, who are you? Where'd you come from? Ravel am I, a maker and breaker of puzzles, a solver of what cannot be solved. A mind raveling and unraveling until the threads of thought are tied up like knots in a drunken man's hair. Ravel picks at one of her jagged gray hairs, wrapping around her finger. It is enough it is. But what of you? Someone called you a night hag, whatever that is. Night hag? Ravel gives a ghastly smile, her yellow teeth like needles. I am but a woman who has sorely missed her beloved creation. But some have named me crone, grey lady, Yaga sister, night hag, but myself is my name, Ravel. Ravel who puzzles well, providing conundrums to decipher and laying impossibilities low. But, many things are said about we grey ladies, a race of, are we night hags, but an individual am I. Some call us evil of old, stalkers of mortal dreams, the kindly ones, ugly, hideous things whose homes lie in the dark places of men's minds. Ravel's eyes narrow to reddish sacks, but that means nothing to me. What would one such as you call one such as that pretty thing? Compliment her when you can. I didn't do it a few times. Oh well. Truth, I find you beautiful, Ravel. Not perhaps to the eye, but your mind seems sharp and vibrant. It's probably going to get me killed. Do you think I care for such truth? A excellent inner beauty, no matter how long may last the flesh. Think you ugly, am I? Ravel, you are not ugly. Yet ugly I need not be, pretty thing. My shape is but water to my will, and I may reweave its fibers to a more pleasing tapestry. Ravel glances at Fallen Grace and smiles and looks at her. Yes, Ravel, what?
Experience has increased my skills.
Okay, couple people. Oh, she's Grace now. Ravel has melted into fall from Grace, taking on her demeanor, her features, her clothes. Is this shape more pleasing? Ravel smiles, her teeth now brilliant, perfect white, the lips with just a hint of red. So cultured and breathtaking. You know she's got to do the voice, too. She motions you to come closer. Come, my precious man. My lips do not burn with abysmal torments. Lay your lips upon mine. No. Mayhap, is it the rougher woman you crave? The one of passenger fire? Ravel glances at Anna, who stiffens at Ravel's gaze, pins her. Mayhap it is her that whets your appetite. Ravel? Wait. Let's see what happens. Oh. This might cause some friction, but I don't care. Ravel has melted into Anna's shape, taking on her demeanor, her features, her leather vest. Is this rough-edged woman that you crave, the one whom age has not yet tempered her passions? Anna's Ravel's tail flicks in anticipation. Come, caress my lips with your own, and I shall please you. I'm preaching. I'm like, hit the button, hope that man happens. You touch your lips to Ravel's. Despite her new form, her lips are dry like sand, and as your lips touch, you feel a sharp pinprick, like kissing her with barbed seeds. You draw back, licking the blood from your lips. Ravel mirrors your gesture, made even more horrifying her new form. A drop of your blood remains on the edge of her mouth, and she smiles evilly. You bit me. And you bit me so long ago. 'Twas not a kiss then, but a bite to the heart. Ravel smiles. Do not be surprised, my precious man. There's no harm done, except maybe to the ones you travel with. She chuckles slightly, and then you suddenly become aware of Anna's gaze upon you. Her eyes are wide, and her heart is beating rapidly. Grace, on the other hand, is watching Anna with a curious expression. Resume your normal shape, Ravel. I'm not kissing your bitch ass. I only did that. I'm treating it. Yes, I like Tifa better than Eris. I don't give a shit. Yeah, that's an LP for another day. You blink and Ravel is twisted, operative word there, back into original form. A difficult man to please you are. Pah! I wonder why there are no males of our kind. What other shapes can you have turned yourself into? These are important for extra experience. Maybe some, maybe none. Ravel seems confused by the question. I've not mentioned such. I've never... Ivain, Elvieni, mayhap? Neither Smarta nor Marta. Many threads and branching, so many Ravels, always stitching and mending and growing forms. Mabeth? You're a Mabeth? That may have been one of my names, Jess. Ravel looks more confused, her black veined eyes becoming misty. Names are difficult to remember. Your voice becomes faint, like calling across a great distance. Let's see. Let's see. Gotta be nice, because that's how you... Let's see. Mebeth was kind to me and helped me, Ravel. That means you helped me. I thank you. As you mentioned Mebeth, all the color seems to bleed out Ravel's face, and she's gray and ashen. Literally. It seems like the color just vanished. And who might you be, Does your path bring you back to old Mebeth's store, child? Yes, it does, Mebeth. I came to learn more of the art. Can you teach me any more? Ha! I am but a midwife, child. Such power as the art commands is much beyond me. I don't think so. I think you may have more to teach me than you may realize. Much more. Then comes the question like an echo. You want to learn the art? You do? Why do you want to learn the art under such things? Echo, because I may need it to solve the mystery of who I am. After a moment, Ravel, Mebeth, nods. The art may help, it may not, and you may not rely on it to solve all your problems, she sighs. Child is most like only going to add another chip to your pile of questions. She leans it close. But if you'd know, then listen.
Updated my journal.
Wisdom increased permanently. 9 stars experience. Mebeth Ravel whispers something and you feel different. Changed somehow. She told you something horrible. Something about how the planes work. But your mind has shut out her words. And you cannot recall them. Just thinking about them sets your heart pounding. Ravel told you something you're not sure anyone was ever meant to know. She is watching you, studying you. What other shapes have you been hiding? You were Elvine in the mortuary? That may have been... In her own way, Elvine helped me. That means you helped me. I I thank you. Almost consciously, Ravel's hand reaches out for you. Just a moment, you swear they're Elvini's talons. Stand your ground. Ravel's left hand plucks the hair from her head, hooks it around her talons, and lightning-like, she jabs the talon in his skin near one of your scars. Barely more than a pinprick, but looks like she's about to start stitching up. Let her work.
Updated my journal.
Max HP increased permanently! Ha-ha! As it was with Elvina, the sensation is curiously painless, but the thread and stitching seem to be going much deeper, almost inside you, without actually going beyond the surface of the skin. In moments, Ravel's talons draw back and you feel better, stronger. Ravel mutters in Elvina's tongue. Done, zombie! What other shapes have you been? And now, you're that barmy seamstress in the Bury village, Marta? Okay. If Marta was barmy, Ravel, if she's not unkind and not unhelpful. If you were her, then you mean me no harm. I thank you. As you say her name, Ravel's face seems to shift. Her blue skin sags until she's wearing the same sour, curt-faced expression you saw on Marta's face. Come now, don't be all difficult, Marta. She raises her talon of her index finger like a scalpel and advances upon you. A false Nancy corpse doth stand my ground. Ravel's filthy talon jabs in your abdomen, pulls it brutally downward in a saw-like motion, but there's no pain. You watch your skin peel slowly back from her touch. No blood issues from the wound. Look at this, Marta, look at this. Let her work. Ravel's free hand digs into your chest where she loops your intestines up like yarn and plucks them from your stomach. As she does, your stomach seals up, as if time was going backwards. Marta, Ravel, holds up your intestines like a trophy. Pretty, eh, Marta? One shouldn't swallow such a thing. No. Can I have those back, please? I might need them later. She hands you the ropey mass. Despite the freshness, the fluids surrounding your intestines have dried like resin. Feels more like a loop of glazed rope. Thanks, I'll treasure this always.
Updated my journal.
Yes, she's officially turned our intestines into a bracelet. This bitch is just cutting us up, I tell you. Ravel with a slow nod. As well as he should, shouldn't he, Marta? Yes, he should, Marta. Powerful match, you'd found the guts of an immortal, yes? Not like Teethy's, or eyes. I have other questions. And let's see here. Let's see. We still got much more to ask her. Good Lord. Whew. And we still have a few more things, and I think then finally we're going to actually seal the deal. So, exactly what other boons am I going to be getting from Ravel in this very little battleless episode? I'm sorry, it's just lots of dialogue choices. I don't know why Alana Ray hates the damn game. But exactly what other boons or detriments am I going to be receiving? Find out next time on the Big Eye Plays, Planescape Torment. Of course, it's about Bormac. Until next episode, it's Big Fatty Plus, sayonara, and beware of boons from old cronies. Because, you know, they might help you, but then again, they might want a very big, you know, payment in return for them. I hope I don't have to sleep with this bitch. I hope I never did. I don't want to be reminded if I did. Ugh.